Hello, dear students. I have got the chance to take the class again. In my last lecture, I taught you some particular rules of using articles. And here again, I have come to teach you the rest of the rules of articles. And before this time, I would like to say, you are well by the grace of Allah. You are passing good time in your houses, and I pray to God that you should remain hale and hearty. And not only this, you have to also carry on your studies. It's a matter of regret that we are not getting the chance to meet you. And I hope that in course of time, we would be able to teach you on offline. As we are passing a pandemic situation, and that's why we are compelled to take the class through online. So just you know that in my previous lecture I told you there are two types of articles. One is definite and the other is indefinite. In my last class I told you some of the particular rules of using indefinite articles, that is a and an. And today I would like to discuss the use of definite articles. Definite article the. You know that if you want to express something definitely, you have to use the. Suppose I saw a man yesterday. Then I would like to talk about the man. I have to use the man. Instead of a, I have to use the man was old. Most of the time the students will get the use of articles in the exam papers as passes, and that's why at first they may get an indefinite article, and then when they have to answer the questions, if it is about the man, they have to use the just before that noun. And then they can use something just particular things in front of this particular things. Suppose the playground. The playground was wet. Here we have to understand that we are previously introduced with the playground, and that's why we have the opportunity to use the instead of the playground. And then if the students would like to highlight the whole nation, I think the rich are not always happy. Here the rich means we would like to highlight all the people who belong to rich classes. When we have to get the chance to use the instead of adjective, it is treated as common noun, and so we have to use the. And then if they would like to highlight about the whole nation, suppose we may use the cow. The cow is a four-footed animal. Here we are highlighting the whole types, whole class. but sometimes we can't use the if we get some kind of sentence. Suppose men and women are created by God by God equally. Here we the learners have no opportunity to use the, just we have to express the plural form men and women. And then if the students get the name of the heavenly bodies, I think the things which are unique, we have to use the. Suppose the earth moves around the sun. These are the heavenly bodies created by God or Allah, and so we have to use the in front of them. Suppose the moon shines at night. Then the students have the opportunity to use the if they get the superlative degree. Suppose he is the best boy in the class. He is the best boy in the class. But sometimes there is exception of it. If we get the superlative degree most, and if it expresses the meaning of very, we can't use the, just instead of that we have to write it's a most wonderful, it's a most wonderful sight. This is an exceptional example, I think. Here most indicates very, and that's why the teachers as well as the learners don't have the opportunity to use the in instead of most. And this is the exceptional use, and we have to use an indefinite article, that is a, just in front of most. And then if the student gets the name of some some of the hills, and I think name of the seas and big rivers and something else, they have to use the. Suppose the Atlantic is the deepest sea in the world. Here we have to use the Himalayas. The Himalayas are visited by the visitors. Here the students have the opportunity to use the. But I think if they use Everest instead of this, they have no opportunity to use as the. Just they have to write Everest is the highest peak of the world. Here the students have no opportunity to use the instead of this, because it's simply a hill. And then there are some of the rules the students cannot use the, and that is I think just if they get nature, society and space, these three things. Okay, suppose we live in society. Here the students can't use as the, that is we love nature, we have no scope to use the here, and just he traveled in space. These particular three things, if the students get society, nature and space, they or we have no scope to use the instead of these three nouns. And then if the students get, I think just as usually when we go to school, colleges, we have no scope to use the, just we go to college regularly. If anybody visits school, college or churches regularly, they have no scope to use the before this. But if anybody visits the college occasionally, just he or she can use the. Suppose he went to the college just to meet the principal. Here the learners have the opportunity to use the instead of college. And then if we say the name of the season, or if we say the name of the games and sports, and if we speak about our meals, just we cannot use the. Suppose I take breakfast at 8 o'clock. But if I would like to say particular breakfast, I can use the. Suppose the breakfast of today was excellent. Okay? But if we use I will visit London in summer, here the students have no opportunity to use the instead of the name of the season. So I think I am Mr. Bashar, try my best to take the class with the students, but I shall try. I hope that I would get the chance to meet my students and would be able to take the class just in front of them on offline. Thank you all.